So, knowing they were about to go into different classrooms, the Chollar children stopped for a moment before entering the building. Meet you back here at lunchtime, Natalie asked. Sure, Alex said casually as though he wasn't nervous at all. Sure, said Benjamin, imitating his big brother. He offered a fist bump to his sister. Pow, she said, opening her hand wide after the bump. Okay, here goes nothing. She took a deep breath and led the way through the front doors of the school. There was a lady sitting at a desk in the hallway, and she found Natalie's name on the list. After she directed Natalie to her classroom, she turned to Alex and Benjamin. Alex gave the lady their names and waited to see where they were supposed to go. I'm glad to see you helping your little brother, she said to Alex. Benjamin Taylor, I see you are an abecedarian. You will go to classroom 1. Excuse me, Alex asked. What's an abecedarian? It's what we call our youngest students, the lady replied, because they are learning their ABCs. Oh, Alex said, okay. And you, young man, she said to Alex, will go to classroom 5, which is upstairs. Alex walked Benjamin to his classroom and left him at the door with a reminder. When we go outside today, Natalie and I will meet you near the front doors, so look for us by the doors at lunchtime, okay? If we aren't there yet, just wait by the doors and we'll find you. Got it? Benjamin nodded. Got it, he said, looking a little fearful. Should I tell the teacher I can't be an abecedarian because I already know my ABCs? Alex laughed and said, I don't think you need to worry about that. It'll be fine, Ben. I'll see you later. With that, Alex turned and headed for the steps that led to his classroom upstairs. It'll be fine, he said to himself quietly. All 3 of the Taylors were surprised when they entered their classrooms. Classes at this school were separated by gender, so everyone in Natalie's class was a girl, while everyone in Alex and Benjamin's classes were boys. So much for Sarah being in my class, Alex thought. Good morning, said his teacher. My name is Mr. White. Welcome to the 8th grade. I will begin by reminding you of the school's daily schedule. He pointed to the chalkboard in front of the class. I expect my students to adhere to this schedule. Let us begin. In Natalie's classroom and Benjamin's classroom, very similar orientations were taking place, except that Natalie's day also included needlework and other domestic skills as a subject. Her teacher was Miss Matthews. Benjamin's teacher was Miss Bisbee. Both teachers had also written the daily schedule on the chalkboard at the front of their classrooms, but the one in Benjamin's classroom was written in block letters. Benjamin stared at the chalkboard with wide eyes. He did know his alphabet, and he had learned to sound out a few words. There weren't very many words he could actually read by himself. He knew the schedule on the chalkboard was important, but he didn't know what it said. He could feel his stomach doing flips. He raised his hand and Miss Bisbee nodded at him. Yes, you, there with your hand up. What's your name? Benjamin Taylor, Benjamin said. Yes, Benjamin, what is it? I can't read the schedule you wrote on the board. Really? The teacher asked, looking surprised. How many students do I have in this class who cannot read the schedule? Raise your hands, please. Almost every student in the class raised his hand, and Miss Bisbee put her hand up to her chin as she surveyed the room. Well, I think you're all wrong, she said. As long as you know the alphabet, you can read. It's just that your brains don't know that yet. Let's start with this word here, on the first line. She pointed to the word bell. Who can tell me what sound the first letter in this word makes? Every student raised his hand. Oh my, she said, everyone knows what sound this letter makes. Let's say it together. 1, 2, 3. In unison, the entire class said, Ba. Miss Bisbee smiled and Benjamin felt his stomach settle down to where it was supposed to be. First grade might be all right after all. When the lunch bell rang at 11:50, Alex, Natalie, and Benjamin met near the front doors of the school as they had planned. Well, Alex asked Benjamin, what did you think? I like my teacher. Her name is Miss Bisbee, he said. Well, that's a good start, Alex said, but I'm not too sure about my teacher. Why? Natalie asked. Mine seems like she's okay. My teacher is Mr. White, and he seems very strict. He will probably be okay, but he's kind of like a robot. In a monotone, Alex imitated his teacher. It is now 9:50, and we will commence with grammar.